Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Rob Zimmerman, the head football coach at Dewitt. Rob, how are you?
I'm great, Casey. Thanks.
So, of course, the first week of football is complete. The opening week, of course. Now we're in full pads, and so how was the summer for you guys, and how was this first week?
We've had a great summer. I was really happy with the progress we made, really the whole off season. Once we started up in early January, all the way through, and then certainly first week of practice was very, very good. And I think probably from a coaching standpoint, it was better than we even anticipated.
Yeah. So just kind of give the audience here, the outlook for DeWitt football in 2025.
Well, we do return a very veteran team. We have 16 starters back off from last year's semifinal team, and we have three guys that are four-year varsity players for us, which I've not had any before, except for Brandon Soltis, who was a kicker. So a lot of experience back in this team. Pretty hungry, with losing. The game we did Zealand West, great game and great team that got us. But these guys have a little chip on their shoulder with how things ended for them last year, with as good as we were. So, we're excited about the direction that we're headed, and having the size of the team that we do. We have great depth with having 62 guys in the varsity roster. So, a lot of work to do, but we're very excited about where we're at right now.
For sure. All right. Now let's kind of expand on that. Talk about some of the returners and some of the names to watch out for DeWitt this coming season.
So Trav Moore is our returning top player. It's four-year starter. Going to move to quarterback for us. Played it his whole youth career and early in high school, and then we asked him to go to running back for us with having Elliott Larner. So he was our number two quarterback. We're moving him over to number one. He's committed to CMU, and I'm biased, but I also think he's one of the top players in the state that maybe doesn't get as much credit as he should. Jacob Scorfar is a four-year starter for us at tight end, and a three-year starter at defensive end, and he's got multiple scholarship offers. Has had just a tremendous camp so far. And then Jaden Bender would be the third kid that is a four-year varsity player. He also has multiple college scholarship offers at the Division II level. So those are our three guys with the most experience coming back. But as I said, we have 16 starters, so we have a lot of others that have played a lot of football for us.
Yeah. And really just bringing back an experienced team and, bringing back so a lot. It's going to get you ready, for the upcoming schedule. And I'll just run through it real quick here. Of course, starting off at home against Hazlitt in week one. Week two, home against Mason on September 5th. September 12th, home against Lansing Waverly. September 19th, on the road at Galloway Westland in Ohio. September 26th, home against East Lansing. October 3rd at Holt. October 10th, home against Grand Ledge. October 17th at Okemos, and finishing out the regular season October 24th at Lansing Everett. So pretty good schedule. You know how tough the CAAC Blue is, and then you're making a road trip down to Ohio.
Yeah, the Ohio school is kind of like what we had with West Virginia. The team we brought in last year was just an outstanding team with, I think they had 9 or 10 Division I kids. And this school that we're playing also has multiple Division I players and will be the most athletic team that we see in the regular season for sure. So it's going to be a big challenge for us, and one that we hope helps us get ready for the playoffs.
Yeah, and then of course just kind of preview what the conference may look like this year in the CAAC Blue.
Well, I think probably Holt has the most kids returning. Chad's excited about the season, and I expect them to be considerably better. And Grand Ledge has got quite a few kids back. East Lansing's obviously a top level program. We don't know what we're going to get out of Waverly, but Corey will do a good job there as a new coach. I think he's brought some excitement to Waverly, and FA at Okemos has certainly got the numbers up, and they expect to be better. And let's see who else in Everett. They have a couple really, really good senior players that will carry that team. So, we'll have to be ready to go each week, and we're excited for the conference. We're really excited about taking the trip to Ohio too, because that team's very, very good.
Yeah, playing out of state teams. I'm not sure if that game maybe is crazy as the one that you had against Tornado last year. How it was going back to last year? How insane was it being a part of that game and all the twists and turns of of what that game was.
Well, that was probably as memorable of a regular season game as I've ever had as a coach. With having Matt Maher, MMG, coming back with donating the new locker room and having him on our sidelines, the crowd was immense because of the game and also him. And then, I have 137 points or 133, whatever it was that we scored in that game. I mean, it was so back and forth and two really, really good football teams. So it was definitely a lot of fun, and it helped us greatly for the rest of the season because of the talent level of that team. They were the most talented team that we played all season, and it was a great experience for us.
Absolutely. Okay, and then just kind of what preview kind of next week and what next week is going to look like before you head into that game against Hazlitt in week 1 on the 28th.
So next week, our scrimmage week, we just finished up what we would consider our two-a-days today. We have a practice tomorrow morning early, and then we have one Sunday night, and then we have some teachers that our coaches already start their teaching schedules. So we'll get into basically I guess a game week schedule next week. So we'll go Sunday night, Monday, Tuesday. Our scrimmage is Wednesday at Grand Rapids Forest Hills Northern in the afternoon. So we have that, and then we'll do some scouting on Thursday, and we'll start with our first hazard practice on Friday of next week. So get an extra day to get ready for those guys.
Yeah, and also I know that the kids will be in school that first week. Like, how big of an adjustment do you think it will be now? Because you've been doing it through the summer and practicing. Now add school into it. How big of an adjustment is that early on for the kids, or is there really anything at all?
Yeah, it depends on the team, in the year with this group, with having so many kids back and going through what we went through last year. I really don't anticipate the school thing being much of an issue at all. We have very good leadership on this team, and with having so many we have 30 plus seniors on this team. They all are very hungry and have big goals. So I don't anticipate school having any impact whatsoever on us. They're just excited to play. They can't wait to get to week one.
All right, Rob Zimmerman, thank you so much for taking the time to talk, and we'll talk to you later on in the year. And best of luck this season.
Okay, thank you, Casey. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely.